Hello, welcome back, more Hunter, and yes, oh dear, getting back into the fights, Sokka actually taking up arms, and, we're losing one. It's about time to see him actually on the offensive. What's going to happen? Is he going to pay back his opponent for landing so many points against him? Are we going to learn anything else about the depths of Nen? I guess we should find out. With the four masteries of the aura, Gon and Kiddo are going to reach heights where they wouldn't have thought feasible before. And also, if they ever go back to the doors, will they be able to open a few more on the testing gate? But all of this essentially just to placate Gon, have his goal of returning the punch to Sokka, which in of itself is kind of a good idea. No, telling him that, yep, I've grown stronger now. It's fine for a proper fight. Kind of like with the testing gate one and the leveling up, having some weighted vests and the like. We're seeing all of this as a journey on just gaining strength and becoming more. Rather than them getting through the troubles and battles at their current level. Which just means that there's going to be what I assume to be serious power creep, if that wasn't already evident. Oh, I can see where this is going now. Having the use of this Nen to create duplicates, doubles, doppelgangers, attacking in tandem. It's a fun little technique. One to remove arms as well. A surprising win. Will it be surprising, though? I guess we'll have to find out. And with several people in attendance watching this, not knowing Nen and not seeing what's going on. And do you have to worry about Sokka? He's mostly armless. Watch this magic trick. Oh no. And with these cards, he is spelling out destruction. Also, if he can stem bloodlust by turning his body into paper. Pick one. Ah. Oh. Now we're getting to the maths. The clever maths which always returns the same answer. Gotta root around deep. Ah. The Ace of Spades, I see. The Devil's magic? I mean, he is a showman, if nothing else. Well, it may be worth no points technically, but at unnerving the opponent. Well, take his other one then. Well, it's not like he needed it. However, if he... Hang on a sec. He is a master of sleight of hand. And while we are distracted looking elsewhere, just like the butler, it's... Hang on a sec. Oh, he's advancing. Just like the butler. He's making us lose focus on what's truly going on. And so it won't work anymore. That his tricks won't ever work again. However, he seems to have squandered his ability. And how... Created from the image the original has in mind. On his jacket, cloak. So all he needs to do is not be dirty in any way. His body parts have a mind of their own. He's just trying to, stay standing for the time being. Oh no, not the cards. No, they're on the field the entire time. It's the ones that are on the floor. And knowing the limitations, I think we need to... Are we saying goodbye to Castro, or is it just a complete shutout of the match? Also, the accuracy of some of these card throws. There's 13. A memory overload. I think we just learned something important. I would be shit then. Yep. And at that moment, gone jolts into alertedness. But, oh, they could clean up these tunnels. But no need to stick around, the match is over. He knew that he wasn't getting up again. Field medic? Well, I was sure of that a while back, but... a dangerous one. But because it's fun. When is it not a performance? The show must go on. Okay. She's here to heal, not to give proper bedside manner. Excuse me? She's taking good note of those wounds. It's only going to hurt a lot. And so, his reattaching his own arm there was purely just visual. Now just pull it tight. I mean, he's got full use of his arm, don't be lazy now. Be quiet while she's working. Being able to attach all the vessels, fibres, tendons and the like, just to see her work. Now pay up. Yeah, he's not going to carry it around on him. Well, that'll cost extra. And texture surprise. The scarf itself may be... Ah. So, the arm itself was just flapping around. It was all a ploy. Stick it on, hide the seam. Done. Does it need to actually function as an arm? Well, no. Just needs to surprise, fool, and scare. Good to know we're getting a little backstory. Childhood trauma, maybe. The idea of being caught out, being found to be a fraud and the like. I remember snacks like that. I wonder if any of them actually still exist. How close of attention was she paying? That was also how it went flying as well, just touching strips like this. While virtually invisible to the eye. Ah. And then all he needed to do was tighten those strands. Which means he wasn't good enough. There's no way that he was ready for this fight. Was Castro just focusing on the too few of an aspects? Was it still just deception to make sure he didn't find it? To his chin. And so when it was removed, it then... All he needed to do was activate the plan, pull it all in. I mean, we didn't need all of this explanation. We could just have the bungee gum and the texture surprise and the original blah blah blah, stick it all bits, and we could work it out. But yeah, I guess running down to this degree, showing out the entirety of the performance. And capitalised on that. You saw the moment where he jumped in, straightforward attack. Your tricks are nothing anymore. God, I really do love the music here. However, just in that moment, he lumped on even more, tilted the scales. Because the gum, well, that and the damage. Even if he could recreate the damage on his doubles, you'd be able to pick him out. Of being figured out. And well, now that we've seen that the cards are enhanced with Nen and thrown around with this bungee gum and the like, it's good to see there's nothing like magical about it. There's at least some basis in reality. The rest is healing. All she's doing is holding them in place. His natural recovery will come next. Not just those who find it convenient. So as his spider. I mean, you haven't paid her yet. And knowing that there's going to be a lot of them there, And what was the date that they were originally going to go down? Well, you can say that. It is beyond his imagination. They are still too early in their training. They're not giving up, just pushing them further onto the path of picking it all up. I don't know what I was saying. I got distracted. It is a mystery, an enigma. He's here. There it is. He's here to enjoy the current. Ah, 4. Oh, I like that. Just the entire scene, just no music or anything. Just the sound. Why is he walking on the boards? Just the sound of the. Just the sound of the shower. So. He's now. It's just. The spider itself and his being a member of the Phantom Troop is also just a plan and a ploy and more performance. Never trust anything. Why join in an organisation when you can... Well, when you see yourself as better? The entire world is just part of his big theatrical performance, isn't it? The curtain can never come down on that. But it's also good to see that while he might not show it, Hisoka can lose limbs, and if you do enough damage, you can overcome him. It just might be out of Gon and Killua grasp for the time being. God damn. Never trust your eyes, never trust anything, because when it comes to soccer, at least. I know, terrified. Well, having the overwhelming victory, having it where it's like, oh, Hisoka's on the back foot the entire time, oh no, how's he going to come through this? He's being overwhelmed. Hisoka doesn't fight fair, not by classical standards. If you're going to wade into a bout with him, be wary of all tricks. Nothing is as it seems, don't take anything for granted. The floor itself could be wet noodles. Not sure how that'd help him in a fight, but could be. Also, seeing that it's not straightforward Nen. It was cultivated. It was enhanced, used to a speciality. You know, we got one that creates a duplicate of themselves. Fancy. and how they can change the very essence of something while long distance fishing wire. We've got another character that goes into, well, probably should go into the medical field, might have a bit to talk about with Leorio, but I don't know if they'd get along. You know, being a member of the Phantom Troop and our entire group's having a little bit of animosity towards them thanks to something they did in a certain village. That just makes the day of August 30th even more interesting now that they are all going to gather. Are all of them going to walk away? Oh boy. We can never escape. Maybe that's a good thing, who knows? But what I do think is that these floors up in the battle tower, sure, they're not there for the money, they're there for the thrill of the fight and overcoming strong opponents. And we're definitely seeing that. God and Kuro are being kept out of it, not seeing not seeing the match. Killua not understanding what happened, knowing that they have a long road ahead of them. They've got a lot to learn. Wing probably shooting himself as to how he's going to keep them in check all that time. What are the limits of their possibilities? I think we should find out. There's still one more episode ahead of us, and we haven't really been keeping along with Kurapika and his little journey. Just had to mention that he's going to maybe, possibly, ever so slightly also learn the basics of Nen. I think what they did in this episode is something my brother would really take issue with. Because one of the reasons that he's told me that he doesn't watch anime is because when they have fight scenes and whatnot, they talk for 15 minutes about their abilities and what they're doing. And then we had a full explanation of everything that happened concisely. And part of Hunter x Hunter is, if you explain your... I can't think of the word. If you explain it to your opponent, well, it helps out. But considering there's so many episodes ahead of us, we are 30 in-ish, 32, whatever. And we're getting to the PowerPoint here where there's this aura hardening into physical things in the reality that a lot of people do not know about. And people with varying degrees of ethics can take control of. What's going to come up in the future? If things keep drastically increasing like they have been, the sky's the limit. And I'm scared. Well, I'm going to be along for the ride, hopefully you are too. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like and a comment down below, consider subscribing. But there's one more to go, so don't go anywhere. But get some rest and I'll see you in the next one. If you want to be the distraction that keeps me from really focusing on where my life is headed, consider joining onto my Patreon, help the channel out, and keep me in the fight. So, I need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthia, Kite, Shiwan, Matt, Girly, Cardboard, Mega42, Akane, Tori Jane, Danny Sweet, and everyone else. Because, somehow, you're keeping my arms on by a thread. Metaphorically speaking.